Hello, good morning. Welcome to Dvcon Europe 2020. My name is Moshe Zalcberg. I'm CEO of Veriest Solutions, and I like to be surrounded by good ideas. And I'm here to talk to you today about any good ideas that we in the verification world can borrow from the software world. Before we start, I want to hope and wish you're all well and safe, you, your families, your teams, your dear ones, during these troubled times. But business must go on, so let's start our presentation today. There are certain things that we can say about when things change, they are not the same anymore. So for example, one industry that has undergone a lot of change is the music industry. Many years ago, we would use phonographs, then cassette players and CD players, MP3, and today most of us get a lot of our music through cloud services. Some other industries, some other things don't change as much. The more we can say about them, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Or comme on dit en français, plus ça change, plus c'est la même chose. If we take a couple of examples, a classroom looks today and about 100 years, even more, pretty much the same. Maybe now, with the corona times, things are changing a little bit. Another example, books. They may be more colorful today, but they still look pretty much the same they looked 100 years ago. And if you ask me about ebooks, they are still about 10% of the total market. So which one of this is true for verification? Change a lot or mostly no change? So let's take a look. I think that verification changed a lot when Specman was introduced in 1995. Then System Verilog is another step in 2002, UVM in 2011, and here we are today in 2020. I want to say that in the last 25 years since the introduction of Specman, things have not changed too much. If we compare this to other industries, so this was the phone that was popular in 1995. This was the phone that was popular when System Verilog was introduced. As you know, iPhone was introduced in 2007 by Apple, and this, by 2011, we had already iPhone 4. And today, actually, it's not iPhone 11 any longer because, iPhone 12 was introduced a couple of weeks ago. So see what changes we had on the mobile phone industry compared to what we had on our side. Here I want to stop and introduce a Veriest solution. Veriest is an ASIC engineering company based in Israel, founded 13 years ago. We have 4 additional sites in Europe, and 120 great engineers, and we work with customers in Israel, in Europe, in the States, in different types of customers, providing different types of services. I mention this now because I believe that gives us a very unique vantage point to look at the industry from above, so to speak. We talk to different customers, we deal with different projects, we deal with different methodologies and languages. We work both on hardware and software. We meet a lot of smart people, and actually, in the end of my last slide in this presentation is actually giving credit to some of the people that I talked to about this topic, preparing this presentation. We attend different conferences. We speak at different conferences like at Dvcon today. Last year we had 3 different papers at Dvcon Europe. And we organize and speak at different meetups on this topic. So I believe we have a very good view of the industry on the hardware side and on the software side, and that's why I wanted to talk about this topic today. I would like to ask, what ideas can we borrow from our software friends? We're going to look at different topics, different ideas, that each one of them stands on by its own merit, but they're also connected, as we're going to see, as we're going to explain as we move forward. We looked at different topics. I said, each one of them stands on its own merit. They are very often connected to each other. Not just the first of all of them, but all of them are connected to each other one way or the other. But I would like to leave you with this thought that I don't know what of this you already are using, what of this may make sense to you. These days, Nobel Prizes are giving away, so I felt like quoting from Alfred Nobel, who said, if I have 1,000 ideas and only one turns out to be good, I'm satisfied. So I gave you a lot of ideas. If one of them is good for you to make your life easier, your work better, and actually make us all progress as an industry, I'm satisfied. Thank you very much for your attendance today. Looking forward to seeing you next year in presence in Munich. Thank you.